So, did you hear what happened with Pat Bev on his podcast?
Well, I heard about it. I just don't. Well, with that, for me, it's just like Pat Bev. How you ain't know?
How?
You feel me? Like you a hooper. Everybody knew it was. It's just how you ain't know.
I was
Come on,
listening.
Bro. I mean,
I was listening to I think it was the Lowlights, and he said like he's surprised on how many NBA players actually aren't aware about what Karl Malone did, and also
they're not looking.
like the NBA kind of like don't talk about, like they just brush it off. Like when they talk about Karl Malone, they don't mention like what he did off the court. they don't they don't mention his off the court festivities. And like,
but what's interesting with that though, like that's a lot. That's really one of the things that they sweep under the rug a lot, because even when you look at the Josh Giddey situation, it's the same. It's the same situation.
Well, allegedly, because he didn't get convicted. Like allegedly, it wasn't proven that Giddey really did anything, and I think he got brushed off from that as well. So
right,
but
it was still, you know what I mean. Still, how it's like that weird allegations going around, they'll still let you, I guess get in the league and just be able to look. That's crazy, bro. Every time I keep looking at boy, he looked like he looked like a bull, bro. He looked like one of them bulls who would do that.
We're gonna show the viewers this real quick.
Pat Bev was surprised, looked like in that clip for me. He looked like he was surprised.
On the Pat Bev podcast, they were doing an all-time.
Not him. I need to see the actual one.
If I get in collusion with a guy, it don't have to be magic,
bro. Like,
where is it?
A lot.
I know Karl Malone gets included on teams like this.
Morgan, I know
I think he's top 20 greatest players to play.
You think Karl Malone is? But what about his off the court stuff? Does that factor in at all?
I really don't know a lot of off the court horse stuff about Karl Malone.
He got a 13-year-old pregnant.
Pardon me.
Timeout? You need a timeout? A 30-second?
No, timeout.
Well,
I need a fucking full timeout.
Hey, wait a second.
I have a question.
Talk to me.
When you said 13-year-old pregnant,
Nick said no way.
I think it was a grown-up. Let's check.
Gotta talk about it. Rome, with however you pronounce his name, he was already on the information. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand how Pat Bev did not know that, bro. Like, that was, we know that. We not even really inside those rooms or in those areas to be able to not
see this is
information, because it's available to us. So how is it available to him? But
this is my thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I wasn't hold on. Where is it? Okay. So I wasn't 100% educated on the whole thing. Like, I knew something happened, like he did something out of pocket, but I wasn't 100% aware of what exactly he did. So for those who don't know, Karl Malone, like one of the legends of the NBA. He was the second all-time in scoring in the history of the NBA for a long time, before LeBron became number one. So he got buckets. You know what I'm saying? I believe he won the MVP. But when he was in college, the mailman, when he was in college, he was like 20 years old. He impregnated a 13-year-old girl. And then look, the plot thickens. He then went to the NBA, got rich, and did not help out the mother and the child. The child actually became an NFL player.
Bills for the longest tenure, but for the most part, I mean, after that, he came to the Eagles in 2012 for like a year, and then he went to the Cowboys for the last two, and then he was out by 2014. But other than that, he had a good run. But Karl Malone had nothing to do with his run.
Yo, he do
outside of that.
He do kind of look like Karl Malone a little bit.
Did you know though? Right. What? Fun fact: did you know Karl Malone had twin daughters who actually won a WNBA title?
Are you serious?
Title?
No, I did.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But he
has twin girls. Their name one. Go ahead, bro.
He took care of the girls?
At first, no. It wasn't until she was a star in college, right? So her name is Cheryl Ford. And it wasn't until she was a star in college that they saying that she, you know, got the notoriety from him as a father. And, you know, she won in college, and then she also won in the WNBA. So
wow.
Yes. So she was all right.
Wow.
And she looked just like him too.
Yeah, she do kind of look like him a little
Yeah.
bit. He out of pocket, bro. You know what's crazy?
Yeah, bro, and she a 3-time champion too.
Now, going back to his son, that's
year,
the biggest like slapping of, like, I feel like he did a good job, like him still going to the NFL, still becoming like successful. I mean, I don't know what he do today, but him still becoming successful, I feel like that's the best like slap in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the best. Yeah.
Like you ain't like you wasn't there for me as a dad.
Right.
You wasn't there for me as a dad, but I still made I didn't like, I could have used you. It would have been nice to have a dad.
I still made a way,
but I still made a way. But
exactly,
to have the audacity
no,
to impregnate a 13-year-old girl and then not help when you
let's get back to that. 13-year-old girl is crazy, and they say he was 20 years old too. So that's a 7-year difference. You shouldn't even been you were in college. No matter what was going on, you shouldn't have been looking at a teenage 13-year-old girl. She just turned 13, so that's a teenager. Karl Malone, you're nasty, bro. I'm here to say it right now. You're nasty. Stop. And you probably continue doing it, and nobody said that.
And nobody found out.
You're nasty, brother. I'm telling you, you need to stop that. You're nasty, brother. I'll go ahead.
You know what's crazy? Like, you know what had me laughing was when Pat Bev was like, dang, like, so was he 16 when he did it? First of all, that's still
he was
crazy.
Trying to rationalize for him, like,
like, was he 16? He said, no, this nigga was 20.
He look at Pat a little way, like
he was trying. He tried to give him the benefit of a doubt because he a legend, but
man.
But I don't like
the age was the age.
Yeah, like I personally don't like how the NBA kind of like don't use that against him. Like they just act like it's just something you can't talk about. Like it happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like when Kobe had his case and all that, his situation, they was
it was plastered. It was everywhere.
Him. They was trying to crucify him, bro.
Yep.
And then, but
you know another thing though too. I don't mean to cut you off. No, you know another thing too though. That just goes to show how great of a player Kobe was. For those who can't see that right here, I'm gonna just point to that man right there. That just goes to just show how great of a player that man was, because they tried to crucify him even more than they swept Karl Malone's under the rug. Like, all right, his talent is okay. We're not gonna talk about that, but this guy, we gotta stop him. You know, sometimes the higher power will do that to you. But yeah, go ahead.
Kobe had the greatest rebrand ever, because some people don't even know about that case. Like, a lot of people don't even know about that case, but.
Yeah, I mean, that's because his greatness, you couldn't say nothing that he start winning championships again. You feel me? He won the first John, a couple Johns or whatever, and then it was like, all right, they tried to slap some smut on his name. Smut means dirt, no censor. You feel me? That's what that means. But they tried.